everyone, welcome to the IEP meeting today. We're here to talk about Isabel, and I just thought it would be a good idea if we went around and introduced ourselves.
Hi, I'm Brooke Secaucus. I'm Isabella's teacher for general ed.
Hi, I'm Rachel Detsky. I'm the school's reading specialist.
I'm Mary. I'm her mom.
My name's Levi, and I am the principal here at the elementary school.
And I'm Anna, and I am Isabella's special education teacher. So we're here to talk about what she does really well today and make up some goals to help her succeed in the next year. So do you guys want to just go around and talk about some areas of strength that you've seen and some areas that you think we could work on?
In class, I noticed that Isabella does really well in math. Given the same supports that I give all of the other students, such as number lines and counting charts, and also unifix cubes, which are linking cubes that the students count as they connect. She has had no difficulty with addition, subtraction problems. I do find that she has struggled with word problems and telling time. Beyond that, I think that she is on target in mathematics and wouldn't need any additional services to succeed.
Yeah, I might be partial to her because she's my kid, but I think that she's a really great kid. She's always really hardworking, and I know that there are some areas that we've struggled with, and I've tried to help her at home too, but she's really great at art and music, and she plays soccer, and so I think that she's just a pretty spunky kid, but it takes quite a bit of time to work on homework, and so I think that that's a little bit of a problem that you guys might see too, but that's my perception.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like some of those strengths, as in art and having an upbeat personality, are some of the things that we can probably use and utilize in the classroom.
Yeah.
So thank you for your input.
Yeah, thanks.
As far as reading, when I was assessing her reading levels, she knows all her letter sounds, so she has that there. She understands how to read a book from left to right. She's good at decoding, and she can do 30 words per minute. So she's not at the same level as her peers, but I do think she has a good foundation set, and that'll be helpful.
I'm glad. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've noticed all these things as well. One thing I've really noticed is she is really social, and she has tons of friends in the classroom, and that's always really good to see. When we were also assessing her, we had her take this test called the Woodcock-Johnson, which just kind of compares her to all the second graders around the world, and she's scored a little lower, so we know that that's an area that we need to support her in. And
I've noticed the same thing when we're assessing in class. They're called CBMs, or curriculum-based measurements. So it uses what we're learning in class. So I've noticed that when I'm assessing her reading out loud, she's hesitating a lot or making substitutions. Like she'll say the instead of to, things like that. Which I think is a bit of a concern because at sometimes those substitutions will impact what she reads and how she understands the word.
Yeah. I've heard her do that at home too with some of the books that we read before bed and stuff. I get her to help, and I notice that she struggles with some words, but I haven't known quite how to help her with it, so.
Right. I remember you saying that at home she prefers a lot of picture books and things like that, so that could definitely be a reason why. Great, that was really good, and I'm glad we got everyone's input. So if we want to look, we've kind of, after I got all of your guys' information, we drafted some goals, but we can look at those right now and change them if you want. So let's see, those are going to be on page 6. So So the first goal we really wanted to work on, and these are going to be just kind of general statements on where we want her to go through the year.
Okay.
We thought it would be good to focus on her reading fluency and comprehension. I mean, like all of you guys have stated, and like I've seen, she's having trouble reading fluently, and that I think is also affecting her comprehension. So I think targeting both of those will really help. So getting a little more specific into that reading fluency and comprehension, we had an objective of when given 3 second grade level reading passages and assessed by a special education or general education teacher, Isabella will read 89 correct words per minute in the general and special education classrooms by March 15th.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't know if we mentioned it before, but she is reading about 30 words per minute right now. And, you know, after working with Brooke and Rachel and seeing all of their expertise, we thought that that was a steady goal that she could reach.
Yeah, because it seems like, I mean, it's going to be a lot of gain,
Yeah.
but that's really what I want to, and it seems like by March she could probably do it, I think. She's a hard worker, so, yeah.
Yeah.
And currently most of her peers are at 50,
Okay.
so she is behind, but she's not ridiculously behind, so I think I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think one of the next things we're going to do is take a look at her accommodations.
Okay.
And modifications. So this is kind of, this is what Isabella is going to get in all of her classes to help support her. And so we have a few already on here, but we want your input on what you've seen work for her, or what you think we can add or take away.
Yeah. So for like a spelling and grammar device, is that kind of just having a dictionary like you were talking about and stuff?
Yes, and it can also be any technology, like an electronic dictionary,
Yeah.
or is an iPad in the budget for Isabella?
Absolutely. We have actually set some money aside for iPads. So we're looking to implement this soon. So
Okay.
absolutely, especially since it seems that she would definitely benefit from something like an iPad where it's super hands-on and interactive. So absolutely.
Definitely, and as she gets older and gets into harder material, the iPads and things like that will be really helpful because they could read books to her and things like that. That could really help her with comprehension.
Perfect.
Is there anything else that you see on here that you think would be helpful for her?
I'm just wondering if there's anything you guys know I could be doing at home with this kind of stuff, you know, to help her read books at home or things like that.
Yeah, definitely. And we could meet with Rachel. She's one of our reading specialists, so she could maybe make a few strategies.
Yeah.
And we could send those home with you.
That would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, and we could even have a meeting where Rachel kind of like walks you through how to do that at
That'd be
home
perfect.
and what that entails.
I think also one thing that's worked in the past is the teacher and the parents communicating on what they're doing in the classroom. So you have an idea of some of the things that they're working on, some of the things that they're reading and writing about, so that you can talk with Isabella about it and work with her at home. And that's something that could definitely generalize those skills into different settings as well.
One of the simplest things that you could do is just pointing at each word, or if there's several lines on a page, cover it up. Just because several text or lots of text on a page can be overwhelming. So just breaking it down as much as you can for her. That's like one of the simplest accommodations.
Cool. I can do that.
Then we can talk a little bit about progress reporting, because obviously, you know, we only get, unfortunately, one of these meetings a year, so we don't get to see you a whole lot. The report cards, they'll come out quarterly, but then anytime you have any questions, like you're like, I feel like she's struggling a little bit again, you can always contact me, and we can look at where she's at and if she's still making progress, or if we need to revisit this.
Sounds good.
And I'm always available over phone or email if you're having trouble or difficulty with homework assignments or anything. Just let me know, and we can work together to help Isabella.
Okay, thank you guys so much.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you guys so much for coming today.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it was very helpful.
So as long as we are all in agreement, I'll just move to the back page.
Okay.
Do our signatures.
Perfect.